Hey guys. Alright, so on to video number 4 for today. This one is on gingerbread pudding cake. And the comment that Elaine made is that our grandma used to make this, and I vaguely remember this. Gingerbread pudding cake is a moist apple gingerbread cake that makes its own caramel applesauce when it bakes. So I'll show you the picture. Probably use that one for the cover. Gingerbread is a classic, at the holidays for a reason. There's just something about the combination of the warm spices, moist cake, and the molasses that is so homey and comforting. Okay, that was weird. This gingerbread pudding cake is really easy to make. The oven does a lot of the work for you. Just add the topping ingredients, and like magic, it forms a sauce underneath the cake as it bakes. Same as the hot fudge pudding cake. Serve it topped with a little whipped cream for some extra deliciousness. Okay. Spices. For spicier gingerbread, double the amount of ginger and cinnamon. Molasses. I like to use robust molasses for stronger flavor, but regular molasses or mild molasses will also work. I don't recommend using blackstrap molasses as it can be bitter. Unsweetened applesauce. I personally don't think the blackstrap is bitter because I just plain will eat it, so. Unsweetened applesauce. The applesauce should be a smooth puree, not a chunkier sauce. Vegetable oil. No. A similar neutral oil like canola or even olive oil will work. You can actually substitute applesauce for the vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is really bad for you, and so are any of those oils. And do not use olive oil in cooking. Milk. Any milk, skimmed whole, will work. I've also used buttermilk in this recipe. Brown sugar. Light or dark brown sugar will work. Apple cider. Either refrigerated fresh cider or bottled shelf-stable apple cider will work. I try to use fresh cider when available. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and... No, maybe I'll go ahead and go through this. Here you'll find a step-by-step photos, and I'll go ahead and show you. Showing how to make this recipe. The full recipe, including ingredients, is given below. Well, yeah. I'm just reading it. Alright, so step 1. In a medium bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, salt, sugar, and spices. Set aside. Remember, the baking powder is great when it's homemade. And I will do a video on that. Oh, I need to get I need to get the arrowroot powder. And then I'll do a video on the... Doug and Stacy. Stacy has a couple of videos on it, and that's where I learned it from. Alright. In a separate large bowl, whisk together applesauce, milk, oil, applesauce, molasses, and vanilla together until well combined. I will not use the vegetable oils. It is so bad for you. Stir dry ingredients into wet ingredients until combined. There's that picture. Step 4, pour batter into an 8 by 11 inch shallow 2-quart or similarly sized baking dish. That's what it looks like. In a separate bowl, stir sugars and cinnamon together. Okay, that's what the sugars and the cinnamon looks like. Stirred together. Sprinkle topping evenly over the batter. Okay, so that's the sprinkled over the batter. That's what that looks like. Okay. Pour apple cider and water over the topping. Do not stir. You just leave it just like that and then pop it in the oven. Bake for 40 minutes or until middle is set. Cool 5 to 10 minutes before serving, and that's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. And then when you dish it up, that's what you get. The same for hot fudge pudding cake. Alright. To make this recipe in a 9 by 13 inch pan, increase the ingredients by 1.5. Less sweet. To make the cake less sweet, decrease the granulated sugar in the topping to a 1/4 cup. Decrease the water in the topping to a 1/4 cup, and be sure to use unsweetened applesauce. I've also found that using robust molasses tastes a little less sweet than mild molasses. Gingerbread pudding is delicious. Gingerbread pudding cake is delicious all on its own. The cake can be topped with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or homemade whipped cream. Or you can add a few toasted pecans for a little texture and crunch. Or you can do both. I'm sure homemade vanilla ice cream would be really good too. Get off my phone while being stupid. Store any leftover gingerbread pudding cake in an airtight container at room temperature. The cake will keep for 2 to 3 days when properly stored. For longer storage, store in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Yeah, see, they actually show the hot fudge pudding cake. I'll have to do that recipe on here sometime. Okay. And then here's the ingredients. Okay. 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon of, and I'm going to say sea salt. Redmond's real salt is the best. 1/3 cup of sugar, and I'm going to say raw cane sugar. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. 1/3 cup of molasses. 1/3 cup of unsweetened applesauce. Now this says a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and I'm going to recommend, like, you could probably do a 1/4 cup of melted butter, real butter. So either a 1/4 cup of melted real butter melted, or another 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce. Do not use vegetable oil. 1/4 cup of milk. Fresh milk would be great. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then the topping. 1/2 cup of brown sugar, packed brown sugar. 1/3 cup of raw cane sugar. And remember, I'm, giving you the ingredients so it'll be, on the healthier side. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and 1 cup of apple cider. Not apple cider vinegar. Don't use apple cider vinegar. And fresh apple cider is better. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. 1/3 cup of water. Alright. Instructions. Number 1. Preheat the oven to 350. 2. In a medium bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, salt, sugar, and spices. Set aside. Number 3. In a separate large bowl, whisk together applesauce, milk, oil, molasses, and vanilla. Okay. Let me reread that. Number 3. In a separate large bowl, whisk together applesauce, milk, melted real butter, or more applesauce, molasses, and vanilla together until well combined. Number 4. Stir dry ingredients into wet ingredients until combined. Number 5. Pour batter into an 8 by 11 inch shallow 2-quart or similarly sized baking dish. Remember, if you use a 9 by 13, you increase everything to 1.5, or by 1.5. Or 1.5. I'm tired. Six, in a separate bowl, stir sugars and cinnamon together. Number 7, sprinkle topping evenly over the batter. Number 8, pour apple cider and water over the topping. Do not stir. It's important. Number 9, bake for 40 minutes or until the middle is set. Number 10, cool for 5 to 10 minutes before serving. I already read that stuff. And there you go. There you have it. That is gingerbread pudding cake. So I'm going to go ahead and get off from here. And I will get this up there, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I got to try to do something to wake me up, because I am tired today. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Check your subscriptions, you guys, and click that notification bell and click on all to make sure you get all the notifications. And like and share the videos. Share them with everybody on all your platforms. And make sure you do your research, you guys, 'cause it's really important. See you guys in a few. Bye.